Hello everyone and welcome back to Lucky Loaders 15, where I'll be giving you 4 selections for tomorrow's horse racing action, and we're going to be heading up to Ayr for my first tip. We're going to be going with an extra tip here in the 135 with a horse called Signora for John Quinn and Jason Hart, currently available at 7 to 2. I'm going to recommend a 1 point win bet here. Now this horse has been running well without getting her head in front, but I think she's had a couple of excuses. But I think tomorrow they have found a good opportunity for her to break her maiden tag. She was last seen finishing second in a nursery that I think is going to work out quite well. It's normally a warm nursery, and John Quinn can do quite well with these type of horses. Keep Busy was a horse that went on to win group races for him that came from this route, and I think she's got a similar profile. The time before that, she finished second at Thirsk, where the form of that race has worked out quite well. She finished second behind Glen Laurel, but there were some horses in like Rafe Beckett's Puffable that have come out and won since. So I think of a mark of 70, she could be well treated. I don't think this is the strongest nursery in the world. I think she's quite uncomplicated, and I think tomorrow she can take a step forward and she might just be able to break her maiden tag. So that's why she's going to be my first tip of the day. We then go to Galway for the nap in the 640, the Connaught Hotel Handicap for the qualified riders. It's a very competitive race, but the one I'm going to take a chance on here as my nap of the day is a horse called Farout for Jodie Townend, claiming 5, riding for Willie Mullins, who's got a really good recent record in this race. In fact, Jodie actually won on Great White Shark a few years ago for him, so she knows what it takes. And this horse Farout looks like he's been a plan for this race. Actually, Jodie Townend rode on him when he finished fourth in a race at Leopardstown when he was an eye catcher that day. That was over a mile and a half. He probably wants the return to this 2 miles, and I think it's going to really suit him. He's off a mark of 83, and if you go by some of his hurdle form from last season, he could be thrown in off a low weight here. Like I say, he was running in some really top novice hurdles. He was competing at grade 1 level, and he's a previous festival winner as well. So I just think that experience could hold him in good stead. He's drawn in still free. He won't want to be too far back because you don't want him to be coming from off the pace too far. But yeah, I think if he's in a good position tomorrow, I think he could be potentially have at least 10 stone to play with. Of his handicap rate, and then I think you'll need that to win this race. We've seen, I think Princess Zoe might have even won it 1 year. I remember she won a big race at the festival. So yeah, I do think this horse has got a good chance in this race tomorrow. 6-1 Paddy Power. They're offering 6 places. I'm going to recommend a 1 point each way selection, and I think this horse will go very close in the Connaught Hotel Handicap. So that's the nap covered. We then go to Windsor for a couple of selections there. We're going to go with my long shot of the day in the 7 o'clock with a horse called Assure Welcome, available at 8 to 1. Going to recommend a 0.5 each way selection here for George Adobe, claiming 3. She's riding for John Spear in here. Now, I think this horse is arguably a little bit overpriced and was last seen running okay against some improving types when he finished 4th over this course and distance. He's off a mark of 83, but if you go back through some of his form last year, he's actually very well treated. He was winning off marks in the high 80s, so he's got a few pounds to play with from the handicapper. He should appreciate this drop in class. The £3 of George Adobe will help as well. He won't be too far from off the pace. He's pretty versatile ground wise. He's won at this track 3 times in his career, and I think he might just be able to have another one to his name tomorrow. So that's why he's going to be my long shot of the day. We then go to the next best, which runs in the last race on the card, the 840 at Windsor. Eddie the Beagle, currently available at 4 to 1 for Nicola Curry and William Muir and Chris Grasick. The Ardor in better form now, but you have to forgive this horse's latest run where he was well beaten at Leicester. According to the reports, he just didn't like the ground. It was riding on the easy side, and I think he's going to want a quicker service. That's what Connections said, and he should prefer this better ground at Windsor tomorrow. But if you go back 2 starts ago, when he finished 3rd off a mark of 61 at Salisbury, that form couldn't have worked out better because the 1st and 2nd place have gone on to both rack up some wins since then. So it looks a good piece of form. This isn't a particularly strong race. I don't think he'll be too far from off the pace. And yeah, I think off a mark of 59, he could have a couple of pounds to play with. And I want to take on the Davin Nuzier horse. He just looked like a horse that continuously was getting outpaced and then staying on. I think ultimately the track at Windsor won't play to his strengths, and I think Eddie the Beagle could be the one to be with. So that's why he can be my next best of the day. So they're the selections then for tomorrow's racing. If you're still enjoying these videos, remember to hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe here to the YouTube channel at Lucky Loaders 15. Also, as well, if you want to follow me on socials, Twitter and Insta are the places to do so. Please gamble responsibly, and we'll be seeing you again soon.